Well, it was a day that had to come at some stage, but you're announcing your retirement. This is your last season as a Chief. Saturday will be your last home game. Just sum it all up if you can.
Yeah, what a ride, really. Seems mental that finally got to this stage, I guess. It always seems like something that's always going to be in the future, never going to get to, but yeah, it comes to us all. And yeah, wow, what an amazing career I've been able to have. I've been very fortunate.
Take us back to sort of those early mid-2010s and that. You were a young kid in the championship at those days coming in, and you just didn't know where your journey was going to take you, did you?
No, not at all. Just at the time then, I was just grateful for every game that I could get, and all the experiences and stuff, playing with the likes of Stina and Dolly, who countless other names over the years. But those guys went on and did the distance, I guess. It's been fantastic to go and do that with all those amazing guys over the years. Like I said, at that age, I was just grateful for every game that I got and just gaining experience game by game, week by week. And and here we are now, and been able to lift a couple of trophies, and it's been brilliant fun.
Just talk me through the journey, because you've been on the part of an evolution of several squads. You had that championship squad, you had the side that got into the Premiership, the ones that won the Premiership and won the double, and now a new group almost. You've had to transform with each and every one of them, haven't you?
Yeah. I mean, we've changed in ways that we've played. Whether that's just to players that we've had come in, laws changing, all different types of things. And I've just been able to adapt, I guess, and progress with the team. And like I said, never really look too far into the future. Just sort of take it season by season, week by week, and that's kind of what we've done over the years. And I've managed to be able to, stay in and around the first team for that amount of time, and yeah, I loved it.
Rob gave you a glowing report this morning when we talked about you. But he said, you had to work hard, and he said the toughest man he had to please most week was Brett Sturgis, because he didn't like coming off, and you coming on. But you worked your way past that in the end, and you developed yourself as the number one, and you've done your fair share. You had to work hard to get to where you wanted to be.
Yeah, well, like you said, with someone like Sturgis in front of you, it was always going to be hard. He was in games there where he'd done himself a pretty serious injury, but didn't want to come off the pitch. He absolutely loved it. He didn't want to leave for a second earlier than he had to. Me and Brett have played together for years. Great bloke, taught me a lot. Like I said, being able to come through that and play alongside him, and then eventually get ahead of him and start playing a bit more rugby. But I think that did me the world of good going forward for the rest of my career, really.
Memories on and off the field, lots of them, and probably too many to mention here, but what sort of things do stick out for you?
You do have the obvious ones, like the finals, that they're obviously fantastic, but when you do come up against a tough opposition and you do get those victories mid-season that mean that you can progress and go on and really start hunting top four games. Those mid-season games that when you get a big victory, they mean so much more further on down the road. And those ones over in Europe, over in France, you're getting a win over there is a hell of a feeling.
Talk to me about the England thing as well, because that was probably something you thought probably passed you by, didn't it? And then all of a sudden it came up overnight. Yeah,
it literally was. I think I was 29 at the time, so yeah, you do, as you get to that sort of age in your career, you think, well, that ship sailed. Lucky to have played junior England games, but yeah, to get that call was unbelievable, really.
And a special moment for you, family, for Laura, everyone, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, yeah, for Laura, my two kids, we've all been on that journey together. My family, Laura's family, it's been unbelievable to be able to share that with them.
You're not going out on your terms, I wouldn't say, are you? It's been a struggle this year, and you would have wanted to play as much as anyone. Are you a good watcher? Have you enjoyed watching the boys from the side?
I have. I found myself getting quite vocal and stuff, shouting, and but that's just the passion within me still. I still love it. I do obviously miss it. But my neck's just sort of got the better of me really. One too many scrums maybe. But yeah, just this pre-season was fairly tough, and my neck's just had enough really. Yeah.
Sum it up. Describe what a chief is. Hard?
Yeah, it's hard, but it's well worth it. It's, nothing in life comes easy. Being a chief isn't easy, but the rewards from it, the enjoyment is, far outweighs that. And for me to be able to do it, and for it to be my home club, dream come true. It really is.
You've still got a few more weeks left to put it on the kit and everything.
Yeah.
You obviously want to make the most of that. What do you think you'll miss about the place?
Just the guys really. For everybody at the club. We've all got the same aspirations as a club. We want to progress. We want to get better each year, each season, and everyone buys into that. From the ground up, and that is something that's special about this club. The day to day is going to be hard to replicate in the real world, if you like. So that is one of the biggest things I'll miss, definitely. But I'll leave with a lot of fond memories.
As you said, it is your hometown club almost, and Chiefs will always be in your heart. You'll no doubt be back here in the future, cheering the future. How do you see the future of the club now? You've been here 13, 14 years. There's a new trench of players coming through. How do you see it?
I think it's a great opportunity for the club to kick on and get to the heights that we've been before. We've got a lot of experienced guys leaving, which, like I say, opens up a door for a lot of the younger guys to cement themselves in the team and forge their own careers and futures. And there's still going to be a good group of senior players in the squad that can guide them and help them along the way. But I think it's massively exciting for the club.
We'll miss you, Piggy.
Yeah, I'll miss it big time.